Welcome to the Rialto, the Campo, the marketplace. Venice, Italy's shopping district at the crossroads of East and West. The exact spot where all four corners of the world meet. My name is Shylock. That's right, the Shylock. I move through your crowd, cutting in and out of the shadows, hoping to remain unseen, to remain invisible, silent as I make my way from home to work each day. But I can't disappear. I'm marked. This hat tells you who I am before you have to ask. Because even though I'm white and a man with privilege, I am an immigrant and a Jew. Juda. Ibrasio. I'm among you, but I'm not like you. The fact that I look like you only adds to your confusion, because you'll listen to what I have to say, and you'll center my white version as truth. But still, I live in the ghetto, on the outskirts of town, on the site of the former foundry. And I have to wear this hat. You make me wear it everywhere I go, so you can see me in ways that I never see myself. I have been called a Jew. The Jew. Dirty Jew. Faithless Jew. Villain Jew. Dog Jew my whole life. That's why I'm here in Venice. Forced by war. Relocated by pogrom. Shaped by macro and microaggressions. Questioned by inquisition. And finally, erased by systematic genocide. I've also been called a rich Jew and a wealthy Jew. Both are true. But I'm not rich solely because I'm a Jew. I am just lucky. I was born into money. It's a generational lottery that some win and others don't. I won. Was kann ich sagen? But it is the reason why you've come to me today. You're looking for something, and my reputation for being connected precedes me. I guess when it comes to making money, the rich dog Jew is the best way to get in the door, to buy your seat at the table, as it were. But let's be absolutely clear. If I invest, my investment comes with a price. What? You think I wouldn't want to taste? This is my livelihood. This isn't out of the goodness of my heart. This is the only way I have to build my wealth. So I'm here to put food on the table for my children's children. But go ahead and shop around if you need. There are plenty of others to consider. Many choices to make, many flavors to taste, many ways to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. It's the beauty of the city because no matter how you all feel about me, there are people and goods from ports all over the world. And since there are so many of us who fled here, and so many of you who come to sample it, you have to ask yourself, was ist gegangen auf dort? What's going on out there? I'll let you go and window shop, but just remember, my track record shows that if you bring me the idea, we can make a lot of money. A lot of money. We just have to play by the rules. We do that, we're good. We follow protocol. We're good. We do everything by the book. We are good. But if you get sloppy and you don't sign everything, or you're not available to certify when I need you, or you break your contract and you make me lose my license, or you cheat me in any way, we are not good, and I will find you and I will eat your fucking flesh. I am the Merchant of Venice.
Welcome to 7th Street. Lower Bottoms. Ghost Town. Dog Town. Down from downtown, left only the best know. Dare not call us East San Francisco, West Oakland. My name? Not important. I'm selling everything you think you want. Everything you need to know. I'm selling crack, weed, funk, mixtape, coffee, and hoes. Wasn't really planning on selling us, but you buying, so I mean, if I don't get the highest price for it, you gon' reality is, if I don't get the highest price for it, you're gonna come steal it anyway. I mean, I know a good spades player when I see one. So let's play. How many books you got on this? On this je ne sais quoi? On this, there's something special about them, this essence, huh? This ain't Oaklandish. Nah, it's thick. With raised rubber on pavement, for the way we swang a wet paint cutlass. It's black carbon and nitric oxide in the air over here that make our tones a bit more raspy. It's 3 generations removed from Southern hospitality that stun our patience for curiosity. If you want something, just ask me. Don't go lurking around. Listen, my people Geechee and Creole. We got a good tolerance for the mix. But we a little superstitious when you go stick your cup in our gumbo pot before we all sit. Don't be so quick. There's ritual and ceremony. Even to this transactional relationship, this economic interdependence. I'm selling, but what you giving? Sit with me. See me completely before you spend. Contend with what you intend to excavate, to expatriate, to eliminate, so you can have the comfort of your conveniences. I'm selling whatever you think you want and everything you need to know. I am the merchant of this here Venice. This is my Rialto. Blues baby on the 880, where the block meet the bay, meet the crack babies. Yeah, it's hood, but we good. Don't mistake that. You come here on some savior shit, we'll Red Sea your wave cap. Raised up by the train tracks. The P pushers in the game, the Max soundtrack on the 8-track. What you say, Black? Oh yeah, Broadway was the borderland. So this right here, the Mecca, west of Oakland, the motherland. 7th Street, the Harlem of the West. Slim Jenkins, Esther's Orbit Room, Continental Club, no less important. Contribution of the Pullman Porters allow black and brown folks to flourish. Self-sufficiently service, hop out the deuce with a purpose. Hella black folks converging in one hood, no skirmish. Then came the surge of the scourge. Dude just heard we wasn't concerned. Had a world of our own, living life on our terms. Age-old tale, dreams deferred. In the theater, the absurd, destroyed and disturbed. All we worked so hard to earn. Ram the Cypress through our hood, warm the bark through our homes. Soon as they received the word, we was triple in our worth. Sent the pigs to our stoops where we do wop our truth. Beat the funk out our boys, summon thug out our youth. Now we go dumb and hypey, nothing counterintelligent about me. You either here to get down or you a Asian, put it lightly. Oh, you don't like me. The monster you created. You afraid to make acquaintance or perversely fascinated. Man, what you paying? This culture ain't for free, man. My history will not be auctioned off on eBay. I know you like Victorians and access to your workplace. It'll come off a lot more than your briefcase. Talking privilege. Put it right here in my pocket. Amigos in my hood gon' have to walk it like you talk it. Yeah, that privilege. Put it right here in my pocket. You either walking or you talking.
Zhongwan, Hong Kong, the Court of Final Appeal, the exact spot at the center of the world. Lai Jing, Jimmy. Yeah, that one. I will never be unseen. I will never be invisible. Absolutely silent as I make my way from my house to the headquarters of the Hong Kong police force each day. Just like I am told, so that I may be investigated for collusion with foreign powers. I can barely see the harbor where I was nurtured from these high walls. As you see, I am marked. My face tells you who I am before you have to ask, because even though I am a man with means, I have prioritized our freedom over my wealth. 我喺你哋之中，但係我完全同你哋唔一樣。I live in captivity, on the site of my former home, now prison, wearing this blinking anklet everywhere I go, so you can see me in ways that I never see myself. I've been called a Gao, dog, Zhao Gao, running dog, a traitor, mongrel dog, Yao Qin Gao, a rich dog. The last is true. There are rich people all over this city, but I am not lucky. I was not born into money. It is a generational lottery, and some win and others do not. I stowed away on a ship from Guangzhou and made it my lifelong goal to break that lottery, and I did. And I won. And now you've come to me today because you are looking for someone with business sense to package and sell you democratic martyrdom in a box. And my reputation precedes me. You came to me because you saw me give our people what they needed, an icon of dissent, which is to say, I know how many cups of tea to serve the dragon before he's docile enough to let me bleed him. But let us be clear what your investment is. You invest yourself. You invest your face. And if you choose to abandon your mask, that investment comes at a price. You think I want glory? This is not some afternoon kung fu drama. The hero does not get lifted into the clouds, made buoyant by the goodness of his heart. The return on this investment is only humiliation. It is only exile. But it is only your own indignity that will keep the rest of us safe. The only way, the only truly good way to leverage my money-bound soul is this. So I am here to put my neck on the butcher's block for my children and their children's children. But go ahead, it's okay, shop around. There are others to consider. Opportunity awaits. Many choices to be made, many flavors to taste, many ways to push yourself out of your comfort zone. That is the beauty of Hong Kong. Because no matter how you all feel about me, there is a foundation here built on poppies and milk tea, piracy and smallpox, people and goods. And since there are so many of us who have fled this city, you have to ask yourself, what are you doing here? My track record alone shows you that if you show your face, you will never be able to unshow it. You just have to play the long game. We do that, we're good. We eschew protocol, we are good. We burn the book, we are good. We draw each forbidden character stroke in perfect order, we are good. But if we get sloppy, if you mistake this newfound power for glory, if you do not use your face to make a stand when we need you, or you break the inner circle and surrender to this unlawful, unholy, undemocratic way of life, we are not good. They will find you, and I will hang my head for you in the cool of my lifelong cell as they make you eat your heart. 我係灣區個商人. I am the merchant of Venice.
Hong Kong media tycoon Jimmy Lai has been granted bail under strict conditions. The 73-year-old is charged under the city's national security law with colluding with foreign powers.
Lock and chain won't stop a wave, that's all I'm saying. Mock our gains and block the way. But the soy, it is formless, shapeless, weightless. Listen as it rails against injustice when the claim to power is baseless. People say I'm cheesy, show my face on TV, but believe me, there's worse things than screen time. I'm escorted to the precinct daily, track around my ankle and it never stops blinking. In the meantime, my people, keep your nose clean and your face hid. Don't let it show things. Keep a hold on, trust in God and keep the powder dry. Remember Jimmy Lai ain't never told a lie. In America, the revolution show and tell. They clothe in camo and the pleasantries dispose themselves. Heat of battles when the soul begins to know itself. But Brother Bruce told us that all our outward things disclose themselves. Some say stick to your fate and don't stray off task. I say brick to the plate glass and haul ass. For the flashbang, for the comrades get capped. Dip before the cuff gets slapped. Push comes to shove, shove comes to grapple. Rook takes pawn and leaves the king without a castle. That'll be the task we have to tackle. No bravado and martyrdom till we keep them away from our docks like a daily apple. One city, living in a state of two laws. Got more skin in the game than Pacino got who-ahs. That's the extent of my collusion. You never know the time you have until it's gone. It always seems impossible until it's done. And Jimmy knows a good deal when he sees one. And if this leads to freedom, put me on the screen, son. Let me be an icon. Yeah, let me be an icon. Yeah, let me be an icon. Yeah, let me be an icon. Pound of flesh ain't worth the same if you buy it. So never stop the motherfucking riot.
You came back. Didn't you find what you were looking for? I showed you the other merchants, the other corners of this Rialto, but you couldn't choose? Who do you trust? Which one? Who's your merchant in this Venice? Still thinking? Then let me tell you a story told often in this campo about a merchant very much like me. We started the same but ended different. Rodrigo Lopez was born into a Jewish family in Portugal, raised as a converso, a new Christian. Father is physician to the king, and so son studies with hopes of following in father's footsteps. In his 20s, he's accused of secretly practicing Judaism, and so he flees to London, like me and so many others have done to come here to Venice, or wherever you are from. In London, he gets a job at St. Bartholomew's Hospital, where he becomes the chief physician. His specialties are in the areas of bleedings, of diets, and of purges, and his natural concoctions bring him a list of illustrious clients. When the King of Portugal dies, Spain invades and takes the throne. The English side with the Portuguese, and the doctor becomes an important figure in the communication between them. And then he becomes the personal physician to Queen Elizabeth herself. His proximity to high society and his connection to royalty, his ability to speak 5 languages make him the obvious person to move intelligence back and forth. And this is where he makes his mistake, shows his flaw. Maybe it's his newfound ambition, or maybe he's just drunk. But one night at a party, the Dr. Lopez tells a small audience about the Queen's favorite sexual partner, the Earl of Essex, and the sexually transmitted diseases he's treated them for. Of course everybody talks and everybody gossips. Well, some say gossip and some say dirt. We say yachne. And the Earl, he finds out about this Yachne before the night is even over and goes absolutely crazy. And he begins to gather evidence and even finds 2 Portuguese agents who say that the doctor communicated with Spain, with the enemy. They immediately arrest him and detain him. In the Essex house first, because that's where the party was. And then high up in the tower where he's interrogated, and ultimately the doctor is forced to confess to a plot to murder the Queen. Later during his trial, he insists that the plot is false and that he was tortured, leaving him no other option but to confess. But the English court finds it hard to believe the Jew from Portugal and calls him not a Christian, but a Jewish doctor worse than Judas. The court finds him guilty of treason. He's hanged, drawn and quartered, and his remains are placed on the city gate for all to see. They say that moments before his execution, he confesses his love to the Queen and Jesus Christ, but they kill him anyway. See? Do you get it now? No matter what we do, we can never hide. Even when we do good business, sell you what you want, give you the best service, the finest food, the softest silk, the medical care you request, even when we save your lives, you do this to us. And if we complain or fight back or say anything other than thank you, fine folks, you call us dogs and treat us worse. And really, do you wonder why I have to be such a ruthless businessman, do you? You wonder why I fight for every scrap of food on my plate, for every little dignity you can afford? Because in this society, you have the power. You are the ones who can buy what is being sold, and your actions show that you will do anything that you can to keep that power.
Oye, maje, ¿dónde quieres ir? Yo te llevo. Oh, Spanish not so good? Está bien. My name is Juan Francisco, and you're here at the Managua bus station across from the Rialto Mercado. See those colors you're wearing? Maybe I'm the driver you're looking for? ¿Qué pensás? Vamos.
Step up, come take a ride with my bus and see this place I reside from. Managua to Rama to Esteli. Basically any town or city that I felt free. What up? Slide those Cordovas, but better get them dollars. The best tour I got you. Let's throw your bag on top of the roof. I'll tie it up and poof, we gone. Kicking up dust from the back of the bus. We on the road and I know it's hot and it's packed. The seats are kinda small with a kid's foot kicking the back, but don't worry about that. Look at all these sights. Ocean in the distance, jungle to your side. Hidden beaches disguised by the trees in the past. Only I know how to proceed, so let's leave. I drive, I'm the best, man. Ask about me. Who even need a license? I'm already 14 on these roads since I started exploring at 11 when I left home, cause there was more to see besides getting beat or told that I couldn't. There's a war going on outside, but I ain't shook, bruh. Gotta raise my pace so I can make my escape and pass info through these envelopes. Make sure you keep that part on the low, though, so don't tell your folks, bro. This government we need to overthrow. They don't wanna come test, we got demands to address. Ain't the violent type, I'm just driving right. But between you and me, it's not what I usually do, but if I have to, I'll even take flesh. Just another merchant here at the Rialto. Instead of a canal, my Venice has a lago. Revolution ready to erupt like Ometepe. Hop in those vamos to give you a better lesson.
Looking down as you look to buy up a DTLA high-rise, and that's cool, but this part of the city won't bend to your pride. Workers, buyers, eccentrics hurried about this historic, hustling heart. The fashion district's Santee Alley. Clothes and kicks, goods and wares, and street tamales, frankincense, legalized trees, and a sea of dreams. And I, too, was charmed to this place. The movement, pushing, pursuing, climbing, owning, selling, buying, theaters, cafes, lofts, and up just a few blocks, notice a lull in the road. Follow the yellowing sun to Skid Row. A slow rise in the east. Enter tent cities as condos. Buyer beware. Make your mark but know your place. This space ain't yours. We are visitors here. Among a culture that's endured as the largest homeless population in America. Your high-rise, backsplash, bachelor's pad may please you, but indeed it won't complete you. Only barely distinguishes you. Have or have not, you, me, our neighbors on these streets, we are more akin than you'd like to think. But I am the merchant of Venice. And if you buy and I'm selling, I may not carry what you're looking for, but I got what you need. More than serve you, I connect. However temporary, I sell what is vitally necessary, something that many of you wealthiest of buyers I find can't yet afford. Center of Maple and 7, survival existence. If there's a heaven, it's surely indebted to deading these hellish conditions. Callous in all its fruition, system of wicked and sickness. I am the merchant of Venice, my work is to make the forsaken transcendent. Readily transmit less than a minute. Human experience. Give them a witness to their existence. Shift in the elements. Elevate energy, inflate intimacy. Integrate G as the ultimate currency. No one turned away. For lack of funds, I refuse service to no one. No, I won't turn away. For those fundamentally lacking the freedom of an even exchange. Prices adjusted, your life is enough. It gets rough and you're tough, but you're stuck. It's unjust and you're taxed and you're tired. My rate is inspired by love. The model my business thrives on. Love, love. The more I give, the more I have. Love, love. For sure I get high on my own supply. My structure's a compass for both us to profit. Encompass compassion with every transaction. Yeah.
I am
You buying?
the merchant of Venice.
You know what I'm selling?
I am
You buying, huh?
the merchant of Venice.
You know what I'm selling?